so y'all are first grade. Today we will be learning about the phases of the moon. We've recently been talking about the planets, and now we will talk about the Earth's moon. And so, have any of you guys noticed that the moon changes throughout the month?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Can you describe what you see in the sky whenever, like throughout the month? What happens to the moon?
Sometimes it looks like a fingernail.
Sometimes it looks like a fingernail.
It gets really big.
It gets really big, yes. It's always a great night when the moon is big. Okay, so I'm going to write the phases of the moon on the board for you guys. All right, so the first phase is the new moon, and that's whenever you don't see the moon. And it's at the very beginning of the month, and it's on day 0. And that's when the moon is starting the phases. Okay, I'm not sure. The second phase is the the waxing crescent. And waxing is whenever I've always learned that it's before 6 o'clock, so it's coming around. So the light is coming around on the moon. The light's coming around the moon. And then the third phase is quarter moon. Okay. And that is when you see half of the moon, and it's halfway around the Earth, and that's on day 7. And then you have the fourth phase, which is the waxing gibbous. And that's when the moon is almost covered with light. And that is on day 10. And then we have what you were talking about earlier, when the moon, you see the big bright moon, that is the full moon. That's when the entire moon is visible. And that's on day 14, all right? And then we go backwards. And this is called waning, and that's when the moon is the light's starting to disappear on the moon. And so you have the waning gibbous. Sorry, these faces are all spread out. You have the waning gibbous, and that's when more than half of the moon is, showing. And then you have the waning last quarter. Sorry. Like this. It's supposed to be on the other side. Sorry, guys. All right. All right. And then you have the waning last quarter, and then the waning crescent. Looks a little like that. That's your fingernail there that you had before. And that is on day 26. And then it comes back around to the new moon, and that is when the month is over. So those are the phases of the moon. Does anyone have any questions about this general thing? I brought up a video for you guys. Maybe you will understand it a little bit better if this little boy teaches you for a few seconds. He's real cute, so.
Hi, I'm your host, Sunshine. Learning is fun.
Learning is fun.
Today we're going to learn about the phases of the moon.
Oh my gosh.
So let the learning adventure begin! A day on Earth is 24 hours, but on the moon it's 4 weeks. It takes a month for the moon to go around the Earth, and that's why we only see one side of the moon. When the moon gets bigger, that's called waxing. When the moon gets smaller, that's called waning. Phases of the moon. New moon. Waxing crescent. first quarter. Waxing gibbous. Full moon.
He's flashing the lights so whenever the
Waning gibbous. Third quarter. Waning crescent. New moon.
Okay, I'm just gonna show you all that.
This is a list of
Okay. So can anybody tell me anything that you just learned there from the little boy? What did he say about the waxing and waning? Remember?
One when the moon is getting bigger.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember which one.
Isn't that
Waxing.
Yes. Waxing is whenever it gets bigger, and then waning is whenever the moon gets smaller. Okay. So I want to see if you guys have actually, learned it. So can everybody get out a piece of paper? And I'm going to kind of quiz you. I'm going to erase these because then I would be cheating. Let me grab this. Okay. So I'm going to call out a phase of the moon, and you're going to write it on your piece of paper. Okay. And then we'll see. Okay. So can everybody show me what a full moon looks like? When you're done, just hold it up. Good job. Full moon. All right, good. All right, can anybody tell me what a waxing crescent looks like? So remember, waxing is like the lights just You got it. What about, does anybody else have anything? Show what you have there.
That's the wrong way.
It is the wrong way. Can anybody
It's a waning crescent.
That is a waning crescent. It's okay though. What do you have then? Yes. The light is just, I know it's kind of confusing with the coloring in part, but just make that your light, I guess. The darker part be the light. Okay. Can anyone tell me what a first quarter moon looks like? So have your pin like be the light for, I guess that doesn't really make sense, but okay. Yes. Okay. This would be the first quarter moon, or yeah, where this is the light. Okay, is that good? All right, just one minute. Okay, what about a new moon? Yes, good job. No light is on the moon. All right. What about a waning crescent?
I already did.
Yes, that's what you have. Good. Let me see yours. Very good. All right, it looks like you guys have gotten it down pretty well. All right, and I just have some sheets for you to put in your binders for future reference, And that is, does anyone have any questions about the phases of the moon? Is everybody going to go look outside throughout the month and see the different phases?
What's the moon gonna be like tonight?
That's a really
Give
good
us a
question.
forecast.
Well, what day of the month? It's the very end of the month.
Uh-huh.
Wait,
No,
is
it's
it
the
March
first.
1st?
It's the first, so it'll be
So
the
it's a new moon.
Good job, guys. Killed it today. All right, and that's